Hi everyone, welcome to this special Rhyme Reacts video and the mini-series I'm doing, the countdown to Rotterdam. We have 36 days until the first semi-final of this year's Eurovision Song Contest. Over these days, what we're going to be doing is we will be looking back at our favourite entries of the 39 competing countries in this year's contest. And today's country is Portugal. As we know, my friend Scott is once again with me. He is in Lisbon. Hello, Lisbon. Hello, Scott. The weather looks a bit better than it was in Azerbaijan.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. So Portugal debuted back in 1963, and it took them a while, but is it not 63?
64.
64, 1964, my notes are wrong. 1964 they debuted. And it took them a while, but they got a win finally back in 2017, very recently, with Salvador Sobral. So we're going to be looking and revealing our three favourite Portuguese entries throughout the history of the contest. So kicking things off, my third favourite entry from Portugal, not too long ago, 2015, Lenore, I think you pronounce her name. And the song, There Is a Sea That Separates Us, but it was obviously written in Portuguese, but I'm not going to pronounce it because I'm just going to destroy it if I try. This song didn't qualify, placed 14th in the semi-final, but I thought it was a really nice song. I thought she performed this well. Her bit of wind machine, bit of smoke, some really nice lighting. It was a really pretty song. Again, I wasn't hugely surprised that this didn't qualify, but I still thought for Portugal it was one of my favourite entries. Scott, your third favourite Portuguese entry?
Yes, so I am going to try and attempt the Portuguese, and sorry to all those from Portugal that are going to be watching this. But I am going to choose the song Penso em Te Ouço, which means I think of you, I know, which was performed by Adelaide in 1985. Now, she did very badly on the night. She came 18th, but there was so much emotion in the song that at the end, she just went to her knees and she was just in tears. But I love the melody of the song. I love her performance. I love the voice. It was very difficult to choose three favourites from Portugal, and so I am a bit old school, but this one I really enjoyed.
Not very nice. Okay, so moving on to our second favourite entry from Portugal. Going back a bit further, for me, this was 2009. Again, probably pronouncing this wrong. The artist Flor de Lis, I think, maybe. And the song translates to All the Streets of Love. This qualified, it made the grand final, placed 15th, which I thought was a really strong and respectable position. I don't think people are expecting this to do hugely well back in Moscow, but I think 15th is a really respectable and well-placed result for them. The song... go on.
So I was going to say, I actually think it was a really good song from Portugal. I love the staging. I thought the staging was just very colourful, and there's a nice melody to the song as well, just nicely flowed. So 15th is probably good. I think actually when you think of 2009, it could maybe just notch up a couple more places.
Yeah, I think I personally would have put that much higher in my personal ranking, but I think up until 2017, Portugal haven't had a huge amount of success in the contest. So I think 2009 is a good result. The staging was very nice. It was very colourful. It was very light. She sang it really well. She was dressed very almost quite anime with the skirt, the ribbons, but overall a really nice package and a strong effort. Your second favourite, Scott?
So I go back further in time to 1980 when it was held in The Hague, and it was Jose Cid, and he sang the song Un Grande, Grande Amor, which means a big, big love. And he sang it in various languages. It came 7th for Portugal, a really good result for them. He actually returned as a backing singer in 1998. I think, maybe someone could correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this was the first time that a song had a false ending, in that the music stops, the audience starts clapping, but in fact, the whole group come together again to sing a final burst of the chorus, and it really just lifted that song. If you've never watched it, I would really encourage you to watch it.
Lovely. I mean, I do remember it. I watched my recap today, trying to decide which songs I was going to pick in my top 3, and I do remember that one. But my favorite entry from Portugal, and this is unlike me, but I'm going back to the 80s as well. It's 1988. Voltari, pronounced incorrectly probably, with the song, pardon?
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, Voltari, which translates to I'll Come Back. I think the song title was in English. It placed 18th in the final, which for me is a really disappointing result. It was a strong year. There were some really nice, beautiful songs, but this should have placed so much higher. It was really strongly sung. It was a big, powerful ballad. She sounded great. She looked really natural. There was nothing over the top about it. Her in a spotlight, on that very 80s vibe staging. I thought this was a really strong entry. And when I didn't think this would be my winner, but when I looked back at the recap of the Portuguese entries, this is the one that stood out for me. A really strong song. And yeah, this should have placed so much higher than 18th. But maybe people were after something different back in 88. Celine Dion. But never mind. Still a really good song.
Say that you said that it was very it was not over the top. It was a huge contrast, because this was her second attempt at Eurovision. She had done it in Bergen in 1986, and for me that was very over the top. So the her two entries are a big contrast.
Yeah, but the stronger one for me between the two, even though I think 86 they may have placed higher, but still a really, really good song, and my favorite Portuguese entry. How about you?
My favorite Portuguese entry is O meu coração não tem cor. I think I pronounced that right, which means my heart has no color. And it was performed by Lucia. She came 6th in 1996. It was Portugal's, up until that stage, it was Portugal's best ever result. And it remains, I think, their second best result ever. She went on to star in films. I can't remember which one it was. It was like Notting Hill or something along that lines. So that was a really good one. Very Portuguese. Had a great instrumental group in the back. Good backing singers. It had a lot of charm. In it, and so it was well deserved 6th place. Possibly, when you look back at 1986, which I don't think is a strong year, I would have actually maybe put that well into maybe the top 3.
Well, there are thoughts, there are feelings, and our favourites of Portugal's entries throughout the history of Eurovision. Let us know your favourite Portuguese entry. As always, like, dislike, comment, share, subscribe, do what you got to do. Thanks to Scott for joining, and a big thanks to you guys for watching. Bye.
Obrigada.